You know, I wanted to do it myself.
Maybe I have to call 911.
No.
I have to.
No.
I need an ambulance. On First Avenue.
Imagine falling in love with someone knowing from the very beginning that you'll have to say goodbye. Now imagine choosing to fall anyway. That's the story we're diving into today. A story about two teenagers who found something rare in the short time they had, and an ending that has left millions of viewers in tears since 2014. This is The Fault in Our Stars. Hazel Grace is 17. She drags an oxygen tank everywhere she goes, a reminder of the thyroid cancer that's been spreading through her lungs for years. Some stories, she tells us, are wrapped in sunshine and easy endings. Hers isn't one of them. She has no friends, no interest in making any, and a quiet exhaustion that comes from knowing your time is borrowed. Her doctor keeps pushing a support group on her. She resists until her parents wear her down. The group is run by a well-meaning survivor named Patrick, who sits everyone on a rug shaped like the heart of Jesus and talks about hope in a way that makes Hazel want to disappear into the floor. She's ready to write it off, until the next session changes everything. Walking in, she collides with a boy she's never seen before. The eye contact lasts a second too long. His name is Augustus Waters, he's 18, missing a leg to osteosarcoma, carrying himself with a confidence Hazel has never encountered in a cancer ward. He's really there for his best friend Isaac, who's about to lose his remaining eye to retinoblastoma. When the group asks Augustus what scares him most, he doesn't hesitate. Oblivion, being forgotten. Hazel challenges him instinctively. We're all going to be forgotten eventually, so what's the point fearing it? It's blunt. It's also the moment Augustus falls for her. Outside, he catches up with her, unlit cigarette between his lips. Hazel is disgusted, until he explains he never lights them. It's a metaphor, keeping the thing that could kill you between your teeth, never giving it the power to. Strange, poetic confidence, and it works. She agrees to watch a movie at his place. Small talk in his room, trophies, video games, favorite books, turns into something deeper. Hazel tells him about her favorite novel, An Imperial Affliction, a book about a dying girl that infamously cuts off mid-sentence, exactly like life does. Augustus makes her a deal. He'll read it if she reads his favorite. Days later, a text arrives. He's finished it and is just as consumed by its unanswered questions as she is. It becomes their shared obsession. Late-night calls, piecing together what happened to characters left hanging when the story simply stopped. Augustus tracks down the author's assistant and gets Hazel a real response, an invitation to Amsterdam. For a moment, joy, then reality. Her family can't afford the trip. Hazel swallows the disappointment quietly, the way she's learned to swallow everything. But Augustus spends his own wish on making the trip happen anyway, on one condition. Hazel has to be the one who comes with him. A hospital scare nearly costs her the trip, her lungs filling with fluid again, but she pulls through, and soon they're on a plane. Amsterdam is where everything shifts. A candlelit dinner. Augustus, unguarded for once, tells her he's in love with her. The meeting with the reclusive author is a disaster. A bitter, drunk man who mocks them instead of answering anything, but his ashamed assistant sneaks them into the Anne Frank house to make up for it. Climbing the narrow stairs with her damaged lungs should be impossible. She does it anyway, Anne Frank's words about goodness echoing around her the whole way up. At the top, breathless, surrounded by strangers who've just watched her fight for every step, she finally kisses him. That night together is the happiest either of them will be in this story. It's also the last uncomplicated moment they get. The next morning, on a quiet bench, Augustus finally says the thing he's been carrying since before they landed. The cancer is back. Not contained, not slowed. Everywhere. He says it plainly, almost gently, like he's trying to protect her from the weight of his own words, even as he hands them to her. For Hazel, it's the floor disappearing. This is the boy who made her believe she might get to keep something good without losing it. Now she understands what she'd tried not to think about. She was always going to lose him. And soon. He asks for only one thing. Don't treat me like I'm already gone. So she doesn't. They keep living, fiercely, for whatever time is left. What follows is the part of the story that breaks people. Augustus fades fast. An infection, a hospital stay, a wheelchair he hates. In one of the film's most devastating scenes, he and Isaac hold a pre-funeral, each delivering the eulogy they'd normally save for after he's gone. Hazel's undoes him completely. She calls their love story a small, infinite thing, impossible to measure or regret. Augustus dies 8 days later. The funeral is quiet, ordinary, the way funerals for 18-year-olds should never have to be. When it's Hazel's turn to speak, she can't read the words she wrote for him back in that church. Instead, she says something unplanned, raw, something only he would have understood. Afterward, numb, she finds the reclusive author waiting in her car. Augustus had begged him in his final days to finally answer the questions they'd once crossed an ocean for. Hazel wants none of it now and throws him out. He leaves a letter anyway, and she crushes it without reading it. It sits untouched for days until Isaac tells her the truth. The author didn't write it. Augustus did, alone at night, running out of time, asking someone else to help him find the words he couldn't finish himself. Hazel goes back for it, and what she finds isn't a stranger's eulogy. It's Augustus, still talking to her. He writes that everyone wants to be remembered by the world, but Hazel never needed that. She just wanted to be loved by one person, completely. And she was. He writes about sneaking into her hospital room once, just to sit beside her for 10 minutes before he got caught, terrified of a world that didn't have her in it. He tells her, in his own unmistakable way, that he chose exactly who got to hurt him, and he doesn't regret it. It's his last joke, his last confession, and his last love letter, folded into one page. And reading it, Hazel finally gets to hear him say goodbye. That's why this ending still guts people over a decade later. It's not really about death. It's about how much life two people can pack into a story that everyone already knows will end too soon, and how choosing to love someone anyway might be the bravest thing either of them ever did. Some love stories aren't measured in years, but in how completely they were felt while they lasted. And if a story can still wreck you a decade after release, it's worth talking about. So if this one hit you the way it hit us, drop a like, subscribe for more recaps, and tell us in the comments, what's the one line from this movie you still can't forget?